Alright, fellas. I feel, of course, it is incumbent upon me, more than any of you, to say a few words about the dear departed, John, because I feel I knew him better than most Supreme Court justices. Some of you knew him as John Remain, his birth name, of course. Some of you knew him as John Walker, and one of you, I believe, knew him as Mary Ann. But
I'm never telling.
Thank you for telling.
Damn.
But no matter what you knew him as, of course, it was a great shock to all of us to lose him so suddenly, so tragically. Obviously, he was at such a young age, so vibrant, so healthy.
Like an ox.
Like an ox.
Like an ox, indeed.
So we are gathered here in conclave met to remember. Can't even get 3 words out. He was closer to my heart, I must say, than my own shriveled black lungs. He did write and record some of the most gorgeous, some of the most thoughtful and heartfelt and beautiful music that I have ever had the privilege of writing and recording. His deep and profound insolvency was matched only by his overwhelming love of gambling. And I feel I should take the moment for an aside. There will no doubt be a card table set up later on. There's an ATM at the 7-Eleven on 96th and Pacific if anyone needs cash. His humor was of such subtlety and of so rare a form that some days, perhaps most days, even possibly every day, his jokes drew nary a laugh. Some say by design, but we may never know. In fact, it might be said that he never actually told any jokes at all.
You had one. 97. In the BP parking lot.
Did you laugh?
Everybody else did.
Thank you. He was a very good speller.
Yay!
Amazing speller. I will truly miss him as though a large part of me has died. And I know all you people who are gathered here today to remember him, my lovely parents, my friends, whatever, those people who unfortunately could not be here today, Jen, you were all so important to him that there was nothing on earth that he loved more than all of you people, besides bourbon, scotch, gin, beer, baseball, butter, apples,
Bacon.
applesauce, bacon, thank you, that's true, cigarettes, indeed, pancakes, nectarines, his cat October, who unfortunately could not be with us today because of a prior engagement.
Splatter batter.
Polka music.
Splatter batter.
Jazz music. I don't even know what splatter batter is.
Captain's,
Thank you.
Captain's old pancakes.
Oh, splatter batter indeed. You're right. Let's see, the works of J.R.R. Tolkien, Chris Eaton, Joe Henry, apple pie, peach pie.
Rhubarb pie.
Rhubarb pie, that's true.
Pie in general.
Kuchen. Crossword puzzles, baseball. Did I already do baseball?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, baseball. Yeah, got that covered. Poker, backgammon, rock climbing, going to the dentist. And stop me if any of this is getting going over.
Still haven't gotten to any of the good
Playing the
ones.
Go the game of
Go.
Thank you.
Sex.
Sex?
Come on, let's
Well,
move.
you know, oh, Katie's
Okay,
not
the
here.
men
I can
don't
say
know much
whatever I
about
want.
that.
I just went inside.
So, to wrap this up, I would just like to recite a poem that I have composed specially for this occasion, called Poem That I Have Especially Composed for This Occasion. He was a font of grace and laughter, a scintillating wit, so take the scotch down from the rafter and drown your woes in it. Because if it's your inheritance you're after, tough shit. Thank you. Thank you very much. The floor is now open for rebuttal.
Yes, sir.
Get him.
What a crock.
I love you, Dad.
The first time I met John was in about 1994. He was in a crack house out in downtown Tacoma. He had 3 needles in his left arm. He had multiple sex toys shoved in various orifices. It was a very sad and embarrassing situation for everybody involved. So I immediately took my sex toys back from him. Told him to, never do that again. Bad for everybody involved. I don't know if anybody remembers, John and I used to run a newspaper back in the day called the Spanaway Mercenary.
Yay!
Yay!
Family mercenary.
Yes, yay for the Spanaway Mercenary.
God
Which,
your head.
John's incompetent. Pretty much, drug it directly into the dirt. Ruined the whole ordeal. Pretty sad. John will be pretty sorely missed around these parts by the bars and the liquor shops and the bums on the side of the road that he kept stealing liquor from. Where else was he getting liquor from?
From my parents' cabinet frequently.
Yeah. They'll probably miss seeing you when you come over to get the liquor from
I
the
hope he
cabinet.
left my 8 bulb to me.
As a Neuroman, John was, he was right there with the rest of us. I mean, stomping through the woods and discovering undiscoverable things and just finding unfindable things and doing the whole bit. Not that any of it amounted to, it was pretty much all worthless. Just like John was. Thanks, pretty much. Yeah. It was all pretty nice, in fact. But all I got to say about him. Anybody else have anything to say about him? Next. Anyone? Rebuttal? John, rebuttal?
No, you were correct in everything you said.
All right, Katie?
You had something, didn't you?
That's it. No.
I swear I had something for this.
God damn it, I thought I had something.
I did, now that you mention it.
I didn't put any thought.
Oh, no thought at all, indeed.
I normally have to pay to see this, don't I?
Well, Ghost of John Walker came to me and gave me an invitation to his funeral, and I didn't know what to look at. To make of it at first, I thought maybe it was a joke of like a wedding invitation, the analogy of death and weddings and marriage and buried. It all works. But I'm truly sad John's dead. He died owed me $1,000. He jumped over the hood of my car with a flask in the back of his pocket, and his fat ass only made it halfway across. Although the scratch goes all the way across because he managed to scoop the rest of the way. That's for John.
True.
$1,000, too, that's the amount I've probably lost to him in cards over the years. Because he steals from the bottom of the deck.
He does.
Fucking cheap.
He cheats.
Only when necessary.
A cheating bastard.
I can tell y'all. Truth. The world's truly sad today. They're going to have to find a new Tom Waits impersonator. But, could have told me you were going to die, I would have sold my stock in cheap bourbon. That one worked better earlier.
Oh, yeah.
But the front half of the house, maybe. Well, Chad couldn't make it. He had to attend an original idea. Yes, other people saw that movie, John. I wasn't going to come, I painted the wall in my room and I was going to watch the paint dry, but I got hungry, so I came down here.
Yeah. Oh, God.
But anyway, I just wanted to roast the ghost of John Walker forever. I'm just going to call him the ghost.
Woo!
The ghost.
Go!
The roast.